is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Takes a handoff. It's Hardy. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find a...
Right the spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it, there were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year. Things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab, it's Lockett. Turning on the Jets. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Back open in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Longhorns are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Going to swing it on second down. This time on target. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They're going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to try to run the football down here close to the end zone, just not able to punch it in on that last third down attempt, so now they've got fourth down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to sneak it. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work them.
There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Running to the left. Finds some fresh air. There he goes. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Longhorns' first season in the SEC was a rousing success and so close to even more with a late loss to Ohio State. Steve Sarkisian and the Horns have the expectations right where they want them.
You said expectations. Has there ever been more hype around a quarterback in Arch Manning since, I don't know, Tim Tebow? People are expecting so much out of this young quarterback. If he hits the ceiling, David, this is going to be a really tough team to beat.
And he showed you flashes a year ago when he filled in for Quinn Ewers, and I think those flashes were so great. And then Texas, man. This is a program that's on the rise. The last couple years, making it to the Final Four in the sport, they're ready to take that next step.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They go to the ground. It's a running room. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with a 15-yard pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Snagged in the middle. It's rocking. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground and cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Back to pass. It's Manning. Let's it fly. He's got it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
and they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
With the catch, it's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got a man, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Here. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Hardy. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it!
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle from him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. The play-action fake. Makes the catch. It's Terry. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. The short hands, it's Hardy. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
That's caught. It's Hardy. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The snap sets up the throw. Back's looking for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Working the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Pushes ahead. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Might be looking to run. Sails one into the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself. they put points on the board.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 18 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Manning. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it down the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got a little space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Quick completion on the out route. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Find space on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Manning. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. A 3rd down try for the offense. Off play action. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We will wrap it up with a sack. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
And some room to work. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. I mean, it makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action, or we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Gonna let it fly. He's got another 25. He's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Them as they open this possession from their own 20. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it on the right. Running free. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
With the catch, it's Johnson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's
intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Dropping back, it's Manning. He fires one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Receiver is incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Wants to throw it. Right down the middle. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Missouri wants to go fast. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, better look out. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They just can't seem to to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man. Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed.
Going to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Manning. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The gift to the tailback. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They get the W.